Hello friends, today we are using colored pencils on black paper and we are making Mount Iberia frog, which is the smallest frog in the world and it is found in Cuba. So I'm going to break this down for you and try and make it simple with just basic shapes. Okay, so I'm going to put my frog, and he's not a big frog, he's a little frog. So I'm going to make him kind of small on top of a big leaf in the center of the paper. And so I'm going to start with 2 circles. So I'm going to use my green so that you could see a little easier, but I am going to overlap this color later with another. So here's 1 circle. It's tiny, it's like the size of my pinky, okay? Then I'm gonna make a space and put another circle. This circle is a tiny bit higher because it's not like this would be straight, see? And this is more of a diagonal where it's kind of going towards the corner. Okay, so now I got my 2 circles. And I am going to switch colors for a second and get yellow. Okay, now with the yellow, I'm going to make the letter V. Okay, so right above this I, I'm going to come down, 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 and it goes just a little bit lower than the I. Do that on both sides. And again, this is the yellow. I'm going over it to make it darker. That was easy enough, right? Got the letter V. Awesome. And I'm going to do a few other little things with the yellow. I'm going to make some yellow here. It's going to kind of go across like this. This will be the mouth. Make it go back a little bit this way. And then from here, this is the head, there are 2 arms that come out. So they go out like this. It's kind of like a little elbow. And then it comes down. So you can kind of think of a backwards number 7. See that? It does looks like a backwards number 7. And then the little hands, they kind of go like this in towards the body. So I'm going to go 1 here, and 1 here. Like that. The other one is right here. It's a little bit of a different angle, so you can't see it as much, but it comes down like this and this way. Like that. So cute. Now, before we use any more yellow, I'm going to switch back to my, actually, let's pick up the brown. Hopefully you'll be able to see it on top of the black on camera. We're going to make a line up here that is going to be the head. Okay. And I'm going to color it in. You can do some layering with colored pencils. So I'm going to color it in with brown and also this part brown. And then I'm going to put a little green on top of that. Okay. I'm going to switch back to brown, and I'm going to add some brown around the arm where I put the other color, like that. Some brown around this arm too. Even a little bit near the hands. Starting to look like a cute frog. Okay, so let's pick up our yellow again. I'm going to make this a little bit darker. And then I'm going to take my yellow, make this part darker too. I'm going to take my yellow and I'm going to make a line going up the back. Okay, so it starts here, just behind the eye. It goes like that. And then I'm going to put a smaller line on the other side. Just a little bit. It's a little bit further away, so you don't see it as much. Okay. Now we're going to pick up our brown again, and we are going to color in the center. So this is where the back side of our frog ends, and this is where his body ends. And then we're going to color all of that in. I'm not pushing too hard. I can just go over it a few times to get more coverage. I don't want to break my pencil point. I don't want to rip the paper. So I'm not going too hard. Can change direction too. Okay. And I'm going to take my yellow so we can do the legs. The legs, they come out like this. A little bit of yellow. And this one, can't see it as much. Put a little bit back there because it's his leg bends. And then we switch back to brown. I go underneath it. The back feet, you really can't see them. They're kind of bent. Looks like he's just chilling on a leaf. He's just hanging out. going to pick up my black. And with the black, I'm going to outline around the eye, still leaving some of that other color. And then even though we are on black paper, you can still see the black. See that? Make his eyes come to life. Oh, I almost forgot. I do want a touch of brown underneath that yellow line so that he has a bottom part of his, underneath his mouth there. So make sure you do that. Almost forgot. Touch of brown underneath that yellow line. Okay, and then we're going to add some shadows to our little friend. So I'm going to put a little bit of black underneath here, black line where the mouth is, like that. And put a little black shadow over here on the bottom part of the arm, over here where his arm creases on both sides. Shadow over here, so underneath both arms. I'm going to put a little shadow over here too, where they connect by the face. And then up here, you can go ahead and add some black. I am going to make just like a little line right there in the middle of the head. We just want it to stand out more. So here's a little black shadow underneath both of the legs, by the belly, back here by the back side. Make that a little darker. Over here. And then also in between the fingers, give it a little shadow. Awesome. Okay, so our little frog, the Mount Iberia frog, tiniest frog ever, is sitting on a big leaf. So you can make your leaf any shape you want. I'm gonna go ahead and make my shape like this. Okay, any shape leaf you want. And then I'm gonna turn my pencil on its side and I'm going to color it. So I'm going to start near the frog. This is going to make him stand out too. Being careful not to color on top of him. But so you get better coverage. And I roll my pencil around a little bit. Like that. Yeah, definitely don't want the pencil to only wear down on one side, so that's why I kind of keep rolling it. part takes patience. Just keep going over it. Getting there. You just take a look at it and see if there's anywhere else that you need to do another layer of green. You can put little yellow highlights anywhere you want. And then if you want to, you can take some brown, put some lines in your leaf. And there he is. There's our tiny, tiny frog. So pick any color you want, and then you just sign the bottom. I hope you had fun with me today. If at anytime you need to pause or rewind to go back to a step, feel free. But have fun with it. And I can't wait to see yours. Have a great day. Bye.